happy Common Courtesy Day, fellow enthusiasts.
Yes, here to test our knowledge of all things polite, we have civility expert Rosalinda Randall. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, your hair looks lovely. Is that courteous enough?
Thank you. That's very courteous. Although, depending on the woman that you say that to in the workplace, they might go, "What are you doing noticing my hair?"
Oh.
You know, these days,
giving
compliments is a wonderful, polite, common courtesy, but it does depend on the relationship that you have with your coworker.
But you and I go way back.
Yes, so you can, comment about my dress, whatever, your bow tie,
Okay, you've given us some true or false questions.
Okay.
What is this about? I'm nervous.
No, just you can answer in your head. You don't have to answer out loud, and you can just comment on it.
Okay.
So, yes, true or false? I say please and thank you in the workplace most of the time.
I would say true. What about you?
I do. I try to kind of say it a lot. That makes me sound arrogant. I like to say thank you and please a lot because I have 2 little kids as well, so I'm also trying to encourage them to say that too. If you give them something to speak up and say thank you.
One thing you don't want to do is if I bring you, say, a cup of coffee and you don't say anything because you're busy, and I'll go, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
That is rude.
Yeah.
You know, you're not here to teach your coworkers.
Right.
You can show them.
They're your own actions.
I do your own, yes.
All right, what's question number 2? This is the one that makes me nervous.
Number 2, I rarely use foul language in the workplace.
Oh.
Ooh, that's so false. Not on the air, but when I'm off air, it gets saucy sometimes.
Saucy's okay. Yeah, it really depends on your coworkers, on the relationship. Well, first of all, the policies and procedures of your company, of course. But if you have a very intimate relationship with your coworker, you know them, and you're in a private conversation, and you drop a couple of, cuss words, you know they're not going to be offended. But if you're in a meeting and you just start dropping them, you don't know your other coworkers as well, how they're going to respond to that. They just sets a different tone, for it. So.
We're lucky CBS Paramount pro-cursing.
Oh, that's great. All right.
Pro-cursing. Okay, next question.
I always ask before I borrow something from a coworker.
You should.
You should.
You should.
I always do.
Yeah. And sometimes, again, the relationship is very close, and you go, "Oh, she won't mind if I take this." Well, maybe that day she was going to lend it to someone else. So you always kind of want to check in with someone. And also, now returning to the workplace, people are making adjustments. They're used to grabbing whatever. It's there, their home office. And now they're going to the workplace and grabbing other people's things without thinking about it, not, consciously. So you can always ask.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm learning stuff.
Okay.
All right, next question, friend.
On time to work meetings and lunch dates.
What about you?
Okay.
Yes and no?
Yes and no. Okay, so I want to make that effort, right? And with 2 little kids, I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. Time doesn't matter to them. So I have to make time matter, right? So I have to know, like, okay, this is going to take us 30 minutes to get, brush our teeth, get our shoes on, just get out the door. So I have to do a better job time management because whenever I'm anywhere in my own time, I'm with my kids. But if I was if I was like just alone and meeting someone for lunch, I would want to be on time if it was just me.
It drives me crazy when people are late to stuff on purpose.
Yeah, me too. And now with texting and everything, we can actually let people know that we're going to be late. And my pet peeve is people who just say, "Well, that's just who I am. I'm always late."
I don't like that
Adjust
at all.
it. Make an adjustment. If you're always late, set your clock. Mine is 10 minutes ahead to fool myself. I just like having that.
Yeah,
What if you?
That's kind of rude.
Yeah. What if you have a friend that says the same line to you all the time, and they're always like perpetually late? Can you say something?
You can say something if they're your friend, and also give them, instead of noon, say 11:45, and they'll be there around 12:10. No, it won't make you wait that long.
Good point. Good point.
We might have the same friend. All right, next question, my friend.
True or false? I shouldn't have to change my work habits or style for others if I get the job done.
Oh.
It's my way. get it done.
That sounds like a rough team player.
Yeah, yeah, that didn't work around here, that's for sure.
No, and if you get it done or you work on your own terms, how is that affecting the person who's waiting for you maybe to complete that task and pass it on to you?
Right.
And also, management is seeing that you are not flexible, perhaps, and you may have some missed opportunities because of your inflexibility or your attitude, that you won't make adjustments when it's needed.
That's an excellent point. Excellent point. You have so much knowledge, I'm sure your head hurts all the time. If people want to know more information about you and what you're doing, maybe get some of your books.
Yeah, rosalindarandall.com. Very easy.
Don't burp in the boardroom. It is a fantastic book. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
I hope we learned something about ourselves today.
Yes.
Hey, the high-flying fun